welcome to my basic crochet channel. Today I want to answer a question from one of my social media group members. The question is, how do you start to crochet from the very beginning? To start crocheting from the beginning, I will show you one of the different ways to hold your crochet hook, an easier way to make a slip knot, how to begin your chain stitches, and last, how to start making your single, your half double, your double, and your treble crochet stitches. At the end of this video, you will learn how to start crocheting from the very beginning. So let's get started. You will need your yarn. We are going to use Super Saver Jumbo by Red Hearts. If you are a beginner and you want to know how to hold your hook, to me the easiest way to hold your hook is to hold it like if you're writing with a pen. So when I'm writing with a pen, I write like this. When I'm using my crochet hook, I crochet like this. Again, to me, this is one of the most simplest way you can hold your crochet hook. Now, there are many other different ways to hold it, but to me, I feel more comfortable holding it like if I'm writing with a pen. To make your slip knot, you take one end and you hold it between your two fingers. Then you take your long working end and you wrap it around your finger. Then you take your thumb and you hold it. You go in between your two fingers and then you take the long tail that you wrap and you pull it through. And that's how you make your slip knot. To show it in slow motion. And that is how you make your slip knot. Then you take your working yarn, you tug on it slightly so your hole will be a little bit smaller. And then of course you take your crochet hook, you put it through that loop, and then you tighten it up just a little bit more. And that is your slip knot. Let's start making the chain stitches. To begin making your chain stitches, the first thing you need to know is how you hold your hook. And if you notice, I'm holding it like if I'm writing. And then the tension of your thread. If you hold your thread too tight, you will crochet very tight. If you hold it more loose, you will crochet more loosely. So I will suggest at the beginning, don't hold your working yarn between your two fingers too tight. Just give it a little bit of, extra space between your fingers, so then you wouldn't work your chain stitches tight. So when I'm making my chain, I hold my thread like this, and I hold it loose, not tight. I take my hook, I pass it below the yarn, never above it, always below it. And that is considered a yarn over, and then I pull through. Again, if you look at my fingers, I'm holding my thread loose, and then I yarn over, and then I pull through. Again, I yarn over, and I pull through. I yarn over, and I pull through. Again, I yarn over, and I pull through. And that is how I make my chain stitches. To make a single crochet, you go into your second chain, which is this one right here. You don't go in this one because this is your first. Instead, you go into this one, which is your second chain. You go into your second chain, and then you yarn over, you pull through, you got 2 loops, you yarn over again, and you pull through to make the first chain. And that is how you make your first chain stitch. So to show you again how I make a single crochet from my chain stitches, I go into my second chain, I yarn over, I pull up a loop, I have 2 loops, I yarn over again, and I go through those 2 loops. Again, I go through the chain stitch, I yarn over, look where my yarn is and look where my hook is. It's going from below the yarn. I pull up a loop below the yarn for my yarn over, and then I pull through those 2 loops. Again, I go into the chain, my yarn, my working yarn is above it, my hook is below, I form my 2 loops, I yarn over again, my working yarn, I'm going below it, and I pull through. And here's another thing that most people get confused with. So you see where my finger is at. You see I have my 2 loops. I lift my finger slightly up to help my hook go below the yarn, and then I pull through. So if I go in, you see how my finger is going up to form the loop, and then my finger goes up again. You can do it this way, or you can do it this way and pull it through. So go in, my finger is lifting to help my hook get that little loop, and then my finger is lifting again to help it. Or if you want, you can just do like this instead. Let me show you again. Take your hook and pass it below, so then you will have your working yarn on your hook, and then you pull it through. Totally up to you which one you want to use. I prefer to do it like this. and then use my finger to help me put the yarn on my hook. And that is your single crochet. Next we will go to your half double crochet. How you start your half double crochet. To make your half double crochet, you will skip 2 chains and go into your 3rd chain to make your half double crochet. To begin, you yarn over, you skip 2 chains, 1, 2, you go into the 3rd chain, you yarn over again, you have 3 loops, you yarn over again, and you go through those 3 loops, and that is your half double crochet. So let's do it one more time. To begin making your half double crochet, you skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and you go into the 3rd chain. So you yarn over, and then you go into your 3rd chain, go in, you yarn over again, you pull that yarn through, you got 3 loops, you yarn over again, and then you pull through those 3 loops. Your next half double crochet, you yarn over, you go into the next chain right here. Look how I push my hook through. It's down. Then I turn it to the side, and then I pull through. Then I yarn over again. You notice my hook is facing this way. And then I pull it through. So I yarn over, I go in, and when I'm going in, I'm going below the working thread, and then my needle turns, so then I can pull that working thread through to form 3 loops. Then I yarn over again, and then I pull it through, and then that's it. That's my half double crochet. And that is your half double crochet. For your double crochet, you will skip 1, 2, 3 chains, and then go into your 4th chain for your double crochet. How you make your double crochet, you yarn over, and then you count 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th chain, you go into your 4th chain, as you see, it's below. I pull up, I yarn over, and I'm going to pull through those first 2 loops, and then I yarn over again, and I pull through the last 2 loops. So this is counting as 2 double crochet right here. This is 1, and then this is the other. Again, to make a double crochet, you yarn over, you go into that chain, you pull your yarn through, you got 3 loops, you yarn over again, and then you pull through those 2, Then you got 2 loops. You yarn over again and you pull through those 2. So again, you yarn over, the hook goes below the thread or the yarn, then it goes into the chain. Again, the yarn is above the hook. You take your yarn and you pull that yarn through your stitch. You yarn over again. You go through your first 2. Then you have 2 loops. Yarn it over again. And then you go through that last 2. And that's how you make your double crochet. And that is your double crochet. Now we go to our treble crochet, and this is the last one. So your treble crochet, you will skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll go into your 5th chain stitch. So to make a treble, you wrap the yarn around your hook 1, 2 times. And then you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you go into your 5th chain. You pull up a loop, and now you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you yarn over and you go through your first 2 loops. You yarn over again and you go through another 2 loops. And then you yarn over again and you go through your last 2 loops. And that is how you make your treble. So to show it to you again, you wrap it twice around your hook. You go in your chain, you go under your working yarn and you pull your yarn through. So you have 4 loops on your hook. You yarn over again and you pull through your first 2 loops. You yarn over again, you pull through your second 2 loops, and then you yarn over again and you pull through your last. And that's it. That's your treble. Wrap it twice. Go through your chain. You pull your yarn through. You got 4. You got 4 loops on your hook. You yarn over. You pull through your first 2 loops. You yarn over again. You pull through your second 2 loops. You yarn over again and you pull through your last to form your treble. Again, yarn over twice, go in, your chain, you pull up a loop. You got 4 loops on your hook. You pull through your first 2, you yarn over, you pull through your second 2, yarn over, you pull through your last 2. So again, you wrap your yarn twice around your hook. You go through your chain. You go below your working yarn, and then you pull that working yarn through, and you have 4 loops. You yarn over again, you pull through 2, you yarn over again, you pull through 2, you will yarn over again, and you pull through the last 2. And you have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 treble stitches. And right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, at the end is your 4 chains to form a treble. And you see by skipping 4 and working in the 5th row, they all line up together. It is not tight at the end. Thank you for watching my video. I do hope my video helped you to learn how to do your half double crochet, your double crochet, your treble crochet, and of course your single crochet. I hope it also helped you learn how to hold your hook, as well as how to make a slip knot and your chain stitch. The terms that I use, which is my half double, my double, and my treble, is the US terms. It is not UK. Other than that, I do hope you enjoy my video, and hopefully I will put out another video showing you how you can count your stitches. Bye.